Mereka bilang ini Malaysia yang paling selamat aman, geng. Mayoritas orang di sana itu fasih berbahasa Inggris. Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, saudaraku dimanapun anda berada. Semoga sehat selalu dan dipermudahkan urusannya oleh Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, ya, geng. Kali ini saya akan mereaksi satu video dari seorang bule, ya, geng, yang dimana seorang bule mewawancarai seorang bule juga. Ya, Mat Saleh mewawancarai seorang Mat Saleh juga. Bukan seorang, dua orang, wanita dan laki-laki, geng. Beliau ini menanyakan tentang Malaysia, bagaimana Malaysia, ya, geng. Dan kita juga penasaran, geng, seperti apa pendapat bule-bule ini, geng, yang diwawancari oleh seorang bule juga, geng. Oke, langsung saja kita reaksi sama-sama videonya, ya, geng. Seperti apa?
Can you introduce a little bit of background? Where are you guys from?
Yeah, totally. My name is Tegan, and this is my best friend Jacob. We're visiting from Vancouver, Canada, and we have been in Kuala Lumpur for just about 5 weeks, and we leave in a few days, and so it has been the best trip. We went from Vancouver, just short layover in Japan just for 2 days, and then we went to Bali for about a month, and then we went to Hanoi in Vietnam for a month, and then we came straight here, right, from Hanoi? Yeah, so here for 5 weeks, and then we're going to Tokyo for 5 weeks.
Did you guys plan to stay for 5 weeks, or was it like spontaneous?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. It's a bit of both. You know, we knew a little bit about the city, but not much. And we got here, and it's very easy to get around. It's very easy. The people are also lovely. Yeah, we just sort of stayed for a little bit longer than we thought.
We're working while we're here, like just online and stuff. So we're pretty busy during the day. So it's nice to have like 5 weeks to really get to do a bunch of stuff because, you know, it's not like we're on total vacation mode here. So it's nice to have a little extra time.
Expectation versus reality. A lot of people have mixed impressions on Malaysia, or maybe no expectation at all.
I think we didn't know much about any of the culture, the people, anything coming into it. It was kind of spontaneous last minute, like, where do we want to go? And we were shocked by how nice everyone is. Everyone's really hospitable. I mean, it's beneficial to us, the language. Everyone speaks really good English here.
We just picked somewhere like based on, because we're like on a bit of a budget, you know, so we're like, okay, well, where can we get cheap plane tickets to? Where's like sort of affordable? So we're like, okay, well, I guess Kuala Lumpur is next, right? So like literally, like you said, no expectations, and like Jacob said. And so, yeah, I think it's like really fun to go to a place. I think we've actually like made some friends here who are from KL, so that's really cool. But before that, you know, we just didn't know anything about it, so it was really cool.
So like within 5 weeks, did you travel like outside of KL? Did you manage to check out some island or beaches? Because it's more like a city light in KL. I'm not sure if you get bored of that.
Like in terms of transit, we've been just taking Grabs and stuff. So we haven't been traveling too far just because we've been a little bit busy, but we have been trying to go for hikes. So we try and do like a hike every weekend. And I actually love that about KL is that it takes like 20 minutes to get to a really cool trail. And so yesterday morning, I can't remember the name of it. It's like K something hill. I just can't remember what it's called, but it was such a good hike. I loved it. And we met like so many friendly people on the trail, and it was just such a great experience. So, you know, at least it's like, we get a bit of nature time. And I think that's what's so nice about KL that we've enjoyed, though, is like even this park is beautiful. So yeah, big fan.
Mungkin pendapat bule ini, geng, ya, seperti yang bule ini bilang tadi. Dia ini suka KL, disuruh pergi untuk ke tempat lain atau pergi ke pantai atau ke perbukitan, geng. Tetapi beliau ini bilang di sini juga sama juga di KL, karena ya kita tahu di KL ini, geng, kita lihat di pertengahan kotanya saja, lihat ada taman, ada sejenis kehijauan, geng, pepohonan, geng. Itu yang beliau bilang tadi. Di sini saya suka KL karena walaupun pergi ke tempat lain juga sama juga di KL juga, di tengah-tengah kota juga ada seperti hutan yang indah, geng. Serius.
Any advice for anybody who wants to come to Malaysia? Quick tips. What have you gained within your experience in Malaysia?
Something I didn't know about Malaysia, and maybe you know, like correct me on anything, is that there's like a big Indian population, Chinese population, and Malay population. And I thought that was so interesting. And so I was like reading a bit about it when we first got here. And so just like really explore different areas of the city and just like see what's going on. Like we saw some cool, not really festivals, but different like gatherings of people during the holidays here. Like we were here during a really cool time with some of the Muslim holidays. And then just like we had amazing Indian food, amazing Chinese food, some amazing like nasi lemak. So
Right,
just
yeah.
I
Really good.
love soaking up those different cultures, which we have back home in Canada to some degree. Like it's very multicultural, but it's definitely different here, and we think we've gotten a lot out of that. So yeah, that would be advice: is just really explore different parts of the city, because
Right.
you'll walk in one area and then go to another, and it feels like a whole different area, right? A whole different place.
Exactly,
So that's
yeah.
really cool.
I guess learn language we didn't, but
Yeah.
learn as much of the language as you can. I think be respectful is a big thing because there's gonna be different people from different cultures. So make sure you're respectful to the local culture, because I've seen a lot of tourists who aren't. And they're definitely not as friendly as the local people. Yeah, just be as nice as you can and be prepared for the rain if you come during the rainy season. 'Cause
Right.
we were not. We were not prepared for the rain. We got rained out. So bring a rain jacket if it's rainy.
I think
Yeah.
there's a high probability like it's gonna rain like almost every evening. I mean, I'll be on the lookout by 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the rain part, honestly.
Yeah, that's really cool because it's consistent. The
Yeah.
same time every day. So learn when it rains when you're here. Because for us, we're used to like it'll rain at any time during the day.
Right.
But we learned a couple weeks and we're like, oh, it always rains at like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. It's gonna rain. So just learn when it's gonna rain and you're set. Yeah.
Enjoy the monkeys. I know
Oh,
for
yeah.
you monkeys. Yesterday there were so many monkeys at the hike. We fed them some bananas with some other locals and enjoy the monkeys, but maybe don't get too close to the monkeys. I try and keep my distance, but they're so cute.
Yeah, yeah. I like when the mamas are bringing the babies underneath. You know, like a kangaroo, they have a pouch, but the monkey, yeah, I like them, but I wouldn't get closer, really, like
Yeah.
6 feet or whatever. You know, yeah. Is Malaysia safe? What are you guys' experiences? Any opinions, good and bad?
I've only been to 12 countries, but I would say next to Tokyo, it's the safest we've been to. Definitely.
Just from our experience, we've been trying to go to a lot of different neighborhoods. Like we're staying in KLCC right by Surya, and obviously it's a very touristy neighborhood. Like it's clearly very safe, but we have really tried to go to different parts of the city. And we, like Jacob said, we've had literally no troubles. And,
Yeah.
you know, we've been out late at night and stuff. And without knowing, like we didn't look up anything about different areas or anything because, you know, we're always together and stuff and just trying to be sensible. But we've had zero issues. So it's been awesome. We feel very comfortable here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's safer than Canada, where we're from, even.
Yeah,
Crazy.
we were talking to our friend Adrian, and we were at the board game cafe last night, and he asked us, right? He's like, "Oh, is Vancouver like? Does it feel secure and safe?" And we're like, "No, like we've definitely felt a little bit more like unsafe there
Yeah.
downtown at night and stuff." So that's a good testament to KL.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you guys are traveling to Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
So I think, if I'm not mistaken, I've never been there, but it's a good idea to learn Japanese. Right? I mean, that's what I heard. So can you guys speak Japanese prior to traveling to Tokyo?
There's not the best English there, so we've had to learn a little bit in the past. So not much. Not much at all, but enough to, get by.
Yeah, and I think it's like hard because I think, you know, we like to make friends wherever we're traveling. And that's always a downside. Like, even if we learn a bit, like, there's only so much we can communicate with people. And that's why it's been so nice here. Like, we have made some friends and stuff
Yeah.
because there is so much English. And I still think it's a great thing to learn some of the language. I think you're totally spot on there. I don't know as much about Japanese culture, but just
I know a
been
little
learning, like,
more.
super interested in Japanese culture. We'll definitely try and learn a few phrases. Otherwise, Google Translate is our friend.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta ask, within 5 weeks, did you speak like Malay language or picked up any phrases? I mean, I would do if I travel somewhere, you know, just to blend in a little bit. I mean, it helps, you know, like, yeah.
We should more.
I think you're a better traveler than we are. Then it's been busy, but that's not an excuse. Do you remember? He had a few phrases, but
I've lost them all. We try and learn them, but we've been to too many countries now. They all blend together.
you're gonna
Too
have
many
to
languages.
teach us a good one before we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I can teach you like a quick one. I say like, my name is Tegan or Jacob. It just goes with Nama Saya. That's my name. You want to try Nama Saya?
Namo saya Tegan.
Correct.
Hey!
Namasaya Jacob.
All right, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much for participating. Thank you for visiting Malaysia. And I hope you have a good time in Tokyo. I mean, I know you guys will. So yeah, thank you very much.
How do we say thank you in Malay?
It's a 3 syllables. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Yeah.
Terima kasih.
Wow, geng, ini pengakuan yang sangat jujur dari dua orang bule nih, geng, yang dimana beliaunya ini pernah datang ke Bali selama 1 bulan dan juga Jepang, dan sekarang berada di Malaysia selama 5 minggu, geng. Dan semua tempat yang pernah beliau datangi, beliau pergi, geng, mereka bilang ini Malaysia yang paling selamat, aman, geng. Ya, begitu yang beliau ceritakan tadi, apa yang beliau ucapkan, saya harus ucapkan, di Malaysia lah yang paling selamat bagi mereka. Karena di Jepang itu kalau malam itu mereka rasa tidak selamat, geng. Mereka rasa tidak aman karena pernah ditanya oleh temannya di sana, apakah waktu malam di sini kamu merasa aman? Beliau bilang tidak di sini tidak aman di kota Jepun kalau tidak salah. Tetapi beliau bilang tadi di Malaysia ini walaupun malam, tengah malam sekalipun tempat yang terbaik dan tempat yang selamat, aman. Itu yang disebutkan tadi karena KL padu ya. Malaysia padu, Kuala Lumpur padu, itu yang beliau bilang tadi. Dan juga beliau sempat bilang dia juga senang di Malaysia ini geng, karena kebanyakan atau mayoritas orang di sana itu fasih berbahasa Inggris. Ya, salah satu juga kesenangan dari orang luar negeri ya geng, yang dimana negara yang dikunjungi itu berfasih bahasa Inggris seperti Malaysia. Orang tidak akan kesusahan jika bertanya sesuatu geng, karena mayoritas di sana itu fasih berbahasa Inggris ya geng. Padu, KL padu. Ini Mat Saleh geng, Mat Saleh. Kalau saya bule geng, tapi teman-teman Mat Saleh. Keren ya, keren. Oke geng, sampai di sini saja video saya geng. Seperti biasa kita akan berjumpa lagi di video-video saya selanjutnya. Jaga kesehatan teman-teman. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.